Paolo. You are Gucci, you need to dress the part.
It's chic.
Welcome to your weekly ticket. Ghostbusters Afterlife had a spooktacular debut weekend. The sequel to the original Ghostbusters films earned $44 million at the domestic box office. That makes Afterlife the 8th highest debut in 2021. But that haul is even more impressive because the film only cost $75 million to make. The family comedy, which stars the reigning People magazine's sexiest man of the year Paul Rudd, marks the biggest opening for director Jason Reitman. Sylvester Stallone is headed back to Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Stallone, who plays Captain Stakar Ogard in the franchise, confirmed the news sharing a behind-the-scenes video from the MCU set. Director James Gunn confirmed that filming started back on November 8th when he shared this photo from set. The photo shows Gunn, Dave Bautista, Pom Klementieff, Sean Gunn, Chris Pratt, Karen Gillan, and Zoe Saldana, joined by new cast members Will Poulter, who will be portraying the cosmic character of Adam Warlock, and Chakudi Iwuji, whose role in the film has yet to be announced. Denis Villeneuve confirmed that Harkonnen villain Fade Rotha will appear in Dune Part 2. In a recent interview with Empire, Villeneuve explained his reasons for omitting the character from the first installment, saying, "There were enough characters that were introduced in this first part, and it will be more elegant to keep Fade for Part 2. It will definitely be a very, very important character in the second part." Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, and Javier Bardem are all expected to reprise their roles from the first film. And Jonah Hill is set to play Grateful Dead frontman Jerry Garcia in Martin Scorsese's latest project. Scorsese will produce and direct this untitled biopic, though details on what part of the band's story might be told are not yet known. The duo previously worked together on The Wolf of Wall Street, which earned Hill his second Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. In theaters this week is House of Gucci. The film is inspired by the true story of the family empire behind the Italian fashion house of Gucci and the betrayals therein. Spanning 3 decades of love, decadence, revenge, and ultimately murder, we see what a name means, what it's worth, and how far a family will go for control. House of Gucci is based on the book by Sarah Gay Forden and directed by Ridley Scott. And Fandango correspondent Nikki Novak sat down with the cast to talk about the movie. Salma Hayek and Lady Gaga told us a hilarious story about their bonding experience shooting a mud bath scene.
Absolutely bonding moment. We were so tired. It looked so beautiful and delicious. I've never had a mud bath before, which shocks her. How do you get to be your age and not have a mud bath? Something like this. But when we went in, we didn't rehearse that because then we're all dirty and wash and go back in. When we went in, this one goes in like Cleopatra, like nothing. You know, she knows how to handle her mud. She keeps talking, we do the thing. She goes in, perfect, gorgeous. And me, for some strange reason, I start floating like a disgraced balloon, you know? I can't get my ass to hit the ground. I'm going like this and my lines underneath. Ridley's not cutting, he's enjoying the clumps. And she then in the scene improvises to help me because also my boobs are kind of like peeking out of the mud. I'm trying to like go in like this. So I start flipping, but the hair, it was so disgraceful and a disaster. But I kept saying the lines. And then of course, I had Lady Gaga teach me how to sink in the mud, which is just sit your ass down and don't move. The more you move, the more you're gonna float. And so we tried it again.
But that scene was so fun to shoot because
It's so funny.
there's an intimacy that is perceived in that moment. That they're totally alone. They're talking about how, you know, the Maurizio can't run the business, and she's, you know, I was sitting there, I'm like really trying to focus on this one candle that was at the end, and there's, you know, 50 men standing around you. We're trying to have a close up, but not really. When Salma's like moving all over the place, and I just was staring at this candle. hypnotized at what could she possibly be thinking in this moment where she says, well, I can't say because I don't want to give it away, but it's an important moment for.
It's a super important moment.
Yeah.
No time to clown around.
And she was laughing, and then she was making fun of me that I was so serious. This is the camaraderie of two actors, and I have so much respect for Salma, and I learned so much from her. And the first time I ever spoke to her, she said to me, when you say supporting actress, it means something. She said, I'm here to support you in your performance. I never forgot it. She called me a couple weeks before we started, and it was so kind, and I loved working with you.
But you know what, in our relationship, Pina was not somebody sophisticated. She knew how to navigate that, and Pina really looked up to Patricia. And Pina wouldn't know how to get into the mud. And of course, it would be Patricia who teaches her how to descend like Cleopatra. And so every moment, it was so funny because it always worked. It always went back to the relationship between these two women we were playing with. And it was such a delicious relationship.
Check out the rest of our House of Gucci interview with Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Jared Leto, Al Pacino, Ridley Scott, Jeremy Irons, Salma Hayek. Whew, that's a big family. On the Fandango All Access page. House of Gucci is in theaters now. Also in theaters now is Encanto.
Mirabel, delivery! I gave you the special since you're the only Madrigal kid with no gift. I call it the not special since, you have no gift.
Thanks?
Encanto tells the story of an extraordinary family, the Madrigals, who live hidden in the mountains of Colombia in a magical house in a vibrant town in a wondrous, charmed place called Encanto. The magic of Encanto has blessed every child in the family with a unique gift from super strength to the power to heal. Every child except one, Mirabel, voiced by Stephanie Beatrice. But when she discovers that the magic surrounding the Encanto is in danger, Mirabel decides that she, the only ordinary Madrigal, might just be her exceptional family's last hope. Also available to watch at home is Spencer and Venom: Let There Be Carnage.
Ta-da! Catch up!
Excuse me?
Yummy.
Tom Hardy returns to the Spider-Man universe as the lethal protector Venom, one of Marvel's greatest and most complex dual characters. When deranged serial killer Cletus Cassidy also becomes host to an alien symbiote, Eddie and Venom must put aside their differences to stop his reign of terror. The film also stars Michelle Williams, Naomi Harris, and Woody Harrelson in the role of the villain Cletus Cassidy. Plus, if you're looking for some movies to catch up on or some shows to binge, make sure to check out our Thanksgiving week sale going on now through Cyber Monday. Our staff looked at hundreds of movies for sale on Vudu and compiled a list of the best deals that are going on past Black Friday. From new releases like The Green Knight and Paw Patrol to generational classics like Clue and Beverly Hills Cop, our staff picks Thanksgiving week sale has you covered. Beyond those 100, Vudu has thousands of television shows and films that'll be on sale during Thanksgiving break. Gotta get those deals, right, Arnold?
Back up, I'm first!
Okay, well that's it for today, but wait! Before you go, leave us a comment and let us know what you'll be watching this week. I'm Khail, and I'll see you next time.